Welcome back to the channel, guys, and welcome back to episode 2 of Can England Win the World Cup? Seeing as there is a second episode, I'm sure you know what happened in the first episode. If you don't know, please pause the video, go back and check what happened in episode 1. But there we go. We have got an interview with Mr. Gareth Southgate today. Some words need to be said. We need to find out where his head is at, how he thinks the season went, and maybe what he thinks is going to happen in Season 2. So make sure you like the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel as well. Let's get into the interview with Mr. Southgate. So, Gareth, after only getting top 6 with England last season, how's the mood in the camp now? How are the players feeling?
Very flat. I think we, as a group of staff, weren't particularly happy with the way that we'd played.
So what's your opinions on maybe what the fans think? How do you think the fans feel after such a poor finish in the Premier League when they was expecting so much more?
You know, it's a long time since we had this connection with the fans, and that's, I think, a genuine warmth for this group of players in particular, the way they, not only the way they played, but the way they represented their country. And I think people can see the humility in the group, and that they've got a desire to get better, and a real pride in wearing the shirt. And I know for the man in the street and the woman in the street, the pride in the shirt, the singing the anthem, the going over to the fans at the end, sometimes they seem small things to players and staff, but actually they're really hugely important, especially when you're representing your country. So I think those things were in evidence, and I think they like the style that we're trying to develop. They can see a style of play with the team as well.
Well, I know that's how you feel, Gareth, but I can tell you now that some of the fans are not actually quite happy with how you've been doing. Do you still believe you've got what it takes to win the Premier League with England after previously getting sacked in your last Premier League job with Middlesbrough?
I have a tendency to overthink things, or certainly I did. I was probably scarred by getting the sack at Middlesbrough, and I think I didn't like the idea that, you know, having supported Roy leaving and then I'm moving into that seat didn't sit comfortably with me.
So you say you're not comfortable in the England job, and it didn't sit right with you replacing Roy Hodgson in them circumstances. Are you even still happy to be in this England job?
I'm completely fulfilled in the role. It's a privilege to be the manager of England, and I don't think that's something that... Sometimes in life we're always looking at what might be next and not relishing the moment that we're in, and not appreciating how fortunate we are to be in the position we're in. And I feel our team can still get better, and we've got some objectives that we can still go and achieve.
I mean, there is definitely objectives you can achieve. The whole season, the whole aim of this save is to win the Premier League with England, and you haven't achieved that yet, so there's definitely more you can do. I thought that was quite obvious, but if you don't do it, we may have to replace you, Gareth. Just know it's not personal, it's completely business. I love you to death. You're still invited round for the barbecues in the summer. As long as you bring your waistcoat, that's completely fine. But is there any last words before we head off into the season?
God, I miss hugging.
I mean, I miss hugging too, but you're kind of missing the point, Gareth. I don't know. But yeah, maybe we should just go on with the season, and I'll speak to you later. Okay, guys, as you can see, we are in the end of Season 2, June 1st, 2022. Let's have a look and see how Gareth and the boys got on in the Premier League. Did they improve? Did they get worse? They got third. They got Champions League football. I can't see many English players. Well, I can see a couple of English players, but not the ones in our squad. Oh, there we go. We've got Harry Kane, who got player of the match. Average rating, there was none. Where are they? Harry Kane in 9th and Phil Foden in 15th. So not too bad, not too bad. But either way, still a third place finish is great. 20 wins, only 6 losses. Do you know what? If they could have turned some of them draws into wins, they could be potentially pushing for close to a title challenge. So let's have a look and see how they got on. We'll go through the season, see if they got any trophies. Did they win a cup competition or anything like that? In the friendlies, they done the England second 11. Basically, what I had to do is, because they kept making transfers, I had to take over the team, and then I kind of took off the team and gave Southgate the job back on the day after the transfer window. The day before the transfer window, I just moved everyone across again, because they did sell some players. They did buy a few non-English players, but we're back now, how it should be. But as you can see here, they did win the Friendly Cup final. Mr. Henderson, Mr. Rashford scoring a beating Atletico Madrid. So a good result there. Start off the season with an away win to Swansea 2-0, Foden and Sterling. Went to Leicester. Leicester came to Wembley and they drew 1-1. James Maddison, interestingly enough, another English player who we didn't actually put in the squad, getting the equaliser. Arsenal away, a 2-1 victory. Harry Kane and Raheem Sterling. A home game against Everton, they won 2-1. Bournemouth at home, they won 3-1. First loss of the season in a Euro Cup game away to Monaco. Sterling again. Looks like Sterling's getting quite a lot of goals here. An away loss to Manchester United 2-0. Not a great result. Beat Rotherham 3-1 in the Cup. Lost to Leeds 1-0. Beat Djurgårdens, I think that is, 4-1 in the Europa League. Beat Sheffield United 3-1 away from home. Drew with Burnley. Beat us at Astana 4-0 in the Europa League. Goals from Sancho, Foden and Kane. A 2-2 draw with Southampton. Rashford getting 2. Patrick Bamford getting another one. Another English lad. Lost to Man United in the Carabao Cup 4th round, so no Carabao Cup this year. Dominic Calvert-Lewin getting the goal. They went to Norwich away and got a 1-1 draw. Hannibal for them and Marcus Rashford for West Brom/England. Astana, they beat 3-0 away from home. Kane, Rashford and Sancho getting the goals. Then they went to Liverpool and drew 1-1. A very good result away at Liverpool, actually. Where would he go next? Monaco at home. 1-0 win. Tammy Abraham with the goal. Man City were the visitors to Wembley and a 2-1 loss. Only a consolation goal from Mason Mount in the 89th minute to show for that. A 3-1 away loss to Chelsea. Not good at all there. Declan Rice getting sent off in the 82nd minute. Home, they won 3-2 against Sheffield United. Newcastle drew 2-2 with Jargons away. A 2-1 away win. Saka and Foden, 2 young lads getting the goals. Tottenham home 0-0. No goals there. Obviously, Tottenham used to play at Wembley, so they're used to playing there. A 0-0 draw there. Away to Brighton, they won 2-1. Rashford and Kane with the goals. They then went to Palace and won 2-0. A 3-1 win against QPR in the FA Cup away from home. A 1-1 draw and a 0-0 draw against Arsenal. That's 2 games without a win there. Before going to Leicester and winning 4-0. What a result there away at Leicester. Losing 2-1 to Everton in the Premier League. A home 0-0 draw in the FA Cup 4th round. So we're going to a replay for that one. They did beat Man United 3-1 at home. Goals from Rashford, Mount and Kane. And then a draw away at Bournemouth 1-1. When's the Man City game coming up in the Cup? Is it here? And they've beat Man City away from home 3-1. Harry Kane and Jadon Sancho. Not bad at all. Drew with Leeds, 1-0. Phil Foden with the only goal. They beat Napoli 2-1 away from home in the Europa League first knockout round. Beat Burnley 2-0 away. Foden and Kane again. And then beat Napoli again. Done the double over Napoli 3-1 at home. Foden, Rashford and Mount with the goals there. Beat Southampton 3-2 away. Rashford with it's actually 2 goals in the last 10 minutes to get a 3-2 win there. They then had a 5th round FA Cup game against Wolves, and it took them to the 119th minute, pretty much the last minute of the game there, winning 2-1. So they progress into the 6th round of the FA Cup. A 3-1 win at home to Sheffield United. Monaco 3-0 at home in the Europa League second knockout round, first leg. So no away goals from Monaco, so it's looking promising for them to go through there. They beat Norwich 2-1 at home. Phil Foden and Reece James with the goals. They beat Monaco 2-1, so they are through to the, I think that's the quarterfinals of the Europa League there. An FA Cup quarter-final win against Bristol City, 3-0. Harry Kane, Sterling and Rashford getting the goals there. Brilliant win. A 3-2 away win at Tottenham. Harry Kane getting the goal against his former club, which is very, very interesting. A home win against Liverpool, Kyle Walker and Saka, an 88th minute winner there. Another great result against Liverpool. Then they lost 1-0 at home to Liverpool in the Europa League quarter-final first leg. So not a great start there. A 1-1 draw with Chelsea. Mason Mount getting a goal against his former club. And then they lost in the Europa League quarterfinals 3-1 to Liverpool. Not good. So no Europa League. Still an FA Cup semi-final to play. And they lost 1-0. A 69th minute goal from Alexandre Lacazette. So now we know they don't win anything. They lost 3-1 to Manchester City. Drew 1-1 with Newcastle. And then they ended the season very, very good. Scoring 3 goals in each of their last games. A 2-1 win against Wolves. A 2-0 win against Brighton. And a 2-0 win against Palace. Not bad, not too bad. Better than I thought it was going to be. Let's go through and see who played the most games. As you can see, Dean Henderson was their number 1, getting 57 appearances. over 10 more than the second place one. That is very impressive for him. Mason Mount, Ben Chilwell, Reece James, Marcus Rashford, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Harry Kane, Phil Foden, all getting over 40 games. Jordan Henderson getting 38 starts and 2 sub appearances. And then you sort of start getting into the players who are just squad players and coming off the bench and stuff like that. Still getting a lot of appearances though. They seem like they definitely rotated quite heavily. Kieran Trippier and Nick Pope not getting a single appearance. Poor Jack Grealish only getting 14 sub appearances. Pickford getting 2 appearances. Winks not doing that good either. Maitland-Niles and Danny Ings also not really playing that much. But yeah, that's not too bad. Who's the top goal scorer? Marcus Rashford was the top goal scorer with 18. Harry Kane got 16. Phil Foden with 13. That is very impressive. And he also got 14 assists. Very, very good. Harry Kane got 15 assists as well. So it seems like Kane and Foden were probably the best players. Trent getting 13 assists from right back. Very impressive as well. But yeah, an improvement, guys. They done okay. They got 3rd in the Premier League. The question is, do we give Southgate 1 more year to see if he can improve? If you want to see another episode of this, guys, if you want to see if Southgate can do it in Season 3, that'll be his final season. If you want to see that, guys, let's get this video to 15 likes. We're going big. That's not many likes in terms of numbers, but on this channel, 15 would be massive. So if you want to see some more, guys, please make sure you like, subscribe, and make sure you hit that little bell notification so you can see when the next video goes live. I do hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.